Hey drone technology fans, Bill here. DJI Phantom 5 camera possibilities. We'll have that coming right up. This past Sunday, I hosted Sunday Afternoon Rotor Talk Live with very special guest Cliff Totten. We discussed a number of subjects, including camera possibilities regarding the DJI Phantom 5. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll that clip right now.
You know, I know you absolutely, I know I just guessed, I've seen some more activity by people, Phantom 4 Pro V 2.0. You may have sparked some more sales with that for DJI. I don't know. But, you know, one of the things that I kind of wanted to gear you and ask you about, you know, was the Phantom 5's coming up. And, you know, there were a lot of things going on about our buddy Osita. He had the pictures with the detachable lens system and all that out there. So if you were to kind of, you know, just off the top of your head speculate, what do you think is going to be as far as the camera is concerned for a Phantom 5?
Ooh, the sky's the limit. I mean, the thing that you got to look at first is the image processor, and what image processors are out there, and what specs they have. The current Phantom 4 Pro uses the Ambarella H1. And all you guys are familiar with image processors, but Ambarella is a really big well, not big, but they're a common manufacturer. They used to work a lot with GoPro, security cameras, hike vision, and a lot with DJI. So they're the people who actually make the image processors that read the image sensors and turn that into video. So we're using the H1 in the Phantom 4. The original Mavic Pro used a horrible Ambarella A9 processor, and that was used originally in the GoPro Hero 3. So that's a really old, and to be totally honest with you, that's a piece of junk processor in my opinion. But DJI has moved away from that. So in the Air, they're using the H1, and the Phantom 4, they're using the H1. On this one, we don't know exactly for sure, but we think it's the H3 processor. And if you look at what the H3 processor can do on Ambarella's website, you'll see that it can do 8K. It can encode 8K, and it does it in 10-bit. I mean, it can do 120 frames a second in 4K, in 120 in 4K. So you start looking at, because they publish what the specs are of the H3, and then you start going, okay, wow. Now to coincide with what you're saying, Bill, that they don't waste technology, it is very possible that the R&D that went into the Mavic 2 could be literally the same motherboard that would go into the Phantom 5. It has an H3 processor, which is a very powerful processor, and all the software programming can be ported over. It just makes it, you don't have to redo the work. You just move the motherboard over, change the software, and bang, now you have a Phantom 5. So they could do a lot of things. You know, 10 bits coming on the Phantom 5. You know that's coming. You could definitely see higher bit rates. You can see, you know, higher than 100 megabits, which I think is very, very important for 10-bit, to go at least to 150 like Panasonic does. So you'll see that. And get this, if DJI wanted to do what's called an open gate sensor readout, which is the 1-inch sensor is a 4:3, and we watch it in a 16:9 crop for 4K. But watch, what if they were to scan the entire 20 megapixels, which is still less than an 8K, okay, and literally give us a video file that has that full image sensor 4:3 aspect ratio, or 3:2, or 3:2 or 4:3, I can't remember, it's 3:2 or 4:3. But anyway, use the entire 20 megapixels in video form. You'd have a 20 megapixel video, okay? That totally is, you know, much higher than 4K. It just won't be in a 16:9. So there's all kinds of ways that they could you know improve and add a lot more to the Phantom 5. You know, bit rate 10-bit for sure, and maybe even a possible 6K sensor readout. Those are all, and we know it has removable lenses. They currently say DJI on them right now in the photographs, but you know they're going to change that to Hasselblad. You know they're going to put a whole different logo on it, even though it's been DJI throughout the whole, you know. And, you know, to be totally honest with you, I think that they are working with Sony to develop this. I don't think that they have I don't know this. I'm just guessing. I don't think they have the in-house knowledge to develop an entire removable lens system with the pinouts, the protocol, the focusing protocol, everything that's involved with the communication and with that in the image processor. I would have to believe they're going with Sony to help them do that. And then if they do that, maybe Sony would also be a co-owner of that new lens mount, and they would be able to use action cameras and things on their products that use that exact same mount. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, Bill? I'm just talking crap here. I don't know more than I don't know more than anybody else, but these are all definitely possibilities based on what that Ambarella H3 can do.
After watching that clip, it just makes me so excited for the Phantom 5 and when it comes out. Now, I continue to think, and a lot of people agree with me, that it's probably going to come out late third quarter, early fourth quarter this year, and it will be unbelievable. Question of the day. What do you think of these camera possibilities for the Phantom 5? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like the content from today's video, please make sure you hit the like button to subscribe and tell others about the channel. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook page where I do post daily updates regarding the drone and drone industry and anything DJI, Autel, or Parrot related. Also, be sure to check out my Twitter account where I do post daily updates and Instagram as well. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, it's a great day to fly.